Should we look at the standings first or just go right?
I can't even see myself on the screen. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you're there. I was about to say you gotta.
I'm black as
I need to
hell.
move the camera
Good
some.
Lord, all this. Let me put my hoodie on because I feel like I have. There we go. Now we can see. Now I can actually see myself.
Yeah, the black screen in the background.
Yes, the black screen in the background.
And get the green screen from a. Bam.
Yeah, there we go. Boom.
Right,
we're back.
Clean,
We're back. Flag Beast is back. Back and official. I see you got a new little setup here, sir. I like.
Oh,
I'm
really I'll tag a picture in there so y'all can see it. We're making moves,
I may have to have you come to my house and set something up, sir.
Yeah, man. We're got some more additions to add and whatnot, but it's coming along nicely.
Yes, but nonetheless.
4-man playoffs.
Nonetheless, how has your flag week been, sir?
Sunday was good. I got to rock with the No Mercy A squad.
Okay.
So that was good. That's always good to be able to play with a different batch of guys and guys that I consider to be at a higher level than myself.
Okay.
And picking their brains and working with them and just getting better. I played really well. We played really well.
Yes, sir.
We had, I think, 3 games altogether. I missed one because of our co-ed game, but we went 3-0.
Okay.
Co-ed, we went 1-1. TBD smacked us. We don't have to, thank you, TBD. Always a humbling experience. Appreciate that. But
in due time,
yeah.
as he knows who I'm talking to, in due time.
So how about you? How was your flag week?
I'm not gonna lie, it was rough. I had way more losses than I had dubs. The dub we did have was pretty smooth. Going into, I say we coming out of Tuesday, we had a pretty good Tuesday. Pretty decent. But we still working. It's definitely some kinks to be worked out before we head into the summer. So, but nonetheless.
Still productive.
Still productive. I still did what I had to do on the field. I made my contributions. Not to say it's a selfish game, but I made some contributions to the game.
If you're not winning, you got to take the wins where the wins are.
Yeah. So like we said in co-ed, we kind of got smacked, but talked to some OGs in the game about some IQ type of stuff. So definitely gained some IQ
for sure. Because the way that they played us.
Definitely gained some.
They played us lanes the whole way, which is
definitely
that's not
gained
something
some.
that
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's nothing.
So gain some IQ points. So that's definitely where I make my stamp at.
I guess
IQ.
that does show how one-dimensional we can be. So
or if a veteran team plays you, that how one-dimensional they can make you.
They can when they know what gets your engine going and stuff like that. And so that's we gotta have a different reaction to stuff like that because we always say when it ain't broke, don't fix it. But when it's broke,
yes, sir,
you got to know how to fix it. So
gotta know how to repair. Gotta know how to.
Got moves to make. We ended 8-2.
Yeah, very good season. 8-2. So the 2 times we lost, we got killed.
Got killed.
Yeah.
So
killed. Like
our floor is higher, but it's still our floor nonetheless, and our ceiling has definitely gotten higher. So still making strides. It was cool.
Yes, sir.
It was good to be back at Supreme this past week. I haven't been able to make it much. It was a smaller week because of the holiday. I should have had some pictures ready already of the kids on Easter. I could slap them up there. I'm going to post those. Y'all will see those.
Yes,
and,
sir.
It was a good time, man. It was cold.
Definitely was a little bit chilly outside.
Yeah.
So
And, we're complaining in comparison to probably where everyone else
is
at. And
freaking snow
they're
and
probably
whatnot.
cold everywhere else. But
on the screen right now, First up in local league, Supreme 4-man championships brackets in front of us. So per the standings, we have 2 teams that were undefeated, TDR and Shot Gang. So respectively, they're on opposite sides. Also, shout out to I think he goes by BJ. I think it is. Yeah, BJ. MVP
4-man.
A 4-man. Shout out to you on Shot Gang.
Well deserved.
Definitely well deserved. Like if you don't know him, step on the field against him and you'll find out fairly quickly why that man is an issue. And
have fun rushing him.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Have fun rushing him. Have fun trying to guard what he has going out at receiver.
Yeah,
definitely tell you that.
We played against Shot Gang in 5-man. I know this is 4-man, but we played against them in 5-man. It's just
that was a good game. I got to watch the NDL game. That was a very good game.
It's a reminder every time that when you play Shot Gang, 1, it's always going to be chippy.
Yeah.
You know, it's always going to be a tough game, and the game is never over because it looked like we were going to blow them out the way it started.
Okay.
And it came down to literally the last play of the game, and questionable call. You know,
no, it wasn't questionable.
I don't. Think
I watched
it was
the replay. It wasn't. It wasn't
questionable.
questionable. It was a veteran move. Veteran move on the defensive
Because
part.
he
Offensive part, it was a very athletic play. So
if y'all saw, I'm gonna put that play in there when I find it on Facebook, so we can play that right now. It'll be right. No. There.
yeah. So very but
Crazy play, crazy game.
Four man bracket.
So we got Anarchy, ATA.
I'm gonna ride with ATA.
ATA's been playing pretty well in 4 minutes.
I'm gonna ride with ATA.
You know,
Anarchy, I don't know. Well, disclaimer on this. So this coming weekend is Jason's Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of teams with a lot of players from different teams that may not actually be playing.
Oh yeah,
per se.
Because they won't be there for ATA.
So there's some of these teams on here who have key pieces that might not actually be there to play to respectively, you know,
go to this tournament, try to win that ring. If that hardware is nice.
So, but ATA, Anarchy, I'm gonna still ride with Anarchy. I mean ATA. I'm gonna still ride with ATA.
That's a tough one. Now, I completely forgot about the fact that there was that. So I didn't. Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride with ATA on that one. So I think they can get it done.
I'm gonna ride with my guys ATA.
Okay, bet ATA.
I don't like betting against Al ever because I
don't know if Al's gonna be there. Al might be in.
If Al's not there, then and if Zayon's not there.
So that's exactly. You got more question marks than answers.
Yeah, and we know ATA is not going to North Carolina, so they're gonna have their guys other than excuse me, Zay, of course.
Exactly.
Then we got y'all against ZA.
Oh, I'm taking us. We're not even gonna have nobody.
Zalando, honestly though, like I don't even know where to gauge Zalando anymore because
I don't care.
I know you don't care, but
I like me in between them lines.
But Zalando was doing really well like a season or two ago, and they've fallen off now, like down the board.
I think Zalando is a victim to having too many athletes
that all want love.
That all want love. But when everything's hitting right, everything is hitting right. But when everything is going wrong, everything is going wrong.
Yeah.
Because, we played them. I want to say we played them in 4s and we beat them earlier this season.
They got athletes, dog.
Or we played them in 5s. One of the two. Mm-hmm. But we beat them. And it was the same. It was pretty much the same thing that, they had a bunch of athletes. But it just got to a point in the game where this athlete wanted to do this and this athlete wanted to do that, and it just never came together, and we was able to, systematically pick them apart and win the game, like, by a decent margin. So,
yeah. So, of course, I'm going to go with y'all.
Granted, we're going to be missing a lot of pieces. We're going to be playing Iron Man football.
And
4-man, and 4-man, I honestly feel like, this is just me. I feel like Iron Man football in 4s is harder than 5s.
Of course, because the kind of routes one that you have to guard against on defense, and then if you want to, you can try to slow the game down in Iron Man and 4-man, but it's like,
can you really?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
of course
you can, but
I don't think you can in 4s. I really honestly don't think you can slow the game down in 4s.
Not in the sense of slowing down their offense, but I'm saying more so as like you can control the pace of your own offense for Iron Man purposes. But it's still difficult because of how 4-man just operates in general. You know what I mean? Because personally, I would never want to run a not fast-paced 4-man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're going Iron Man, it's kind of one of those things where it's like they're about to run you ragged on defense.
Yeah.
Why would you work against yourself and run yourself ragged on offense? But then again, it's tough. It's tough. I haven't had to go Iron Man and 4-man, to be honest with you. This is all speculation on my part, but I would assume that like the best case scenario for like a playoff run going Iron Man is to try to have as little plays as possible.
Okay.
That way,
I agree with that.
Because it's like a pitcher in baseball. If you've got 100 pitches, if you have 100 plays for a playoff run, you don't want to max out and run 50 plays because you're trying to go fast, and you end up having 7 drives in a game versus 4.
True.
Because, there's some games where you feel like you only got the ball one time and a half. You know, not in 4-man more so. In 5-man, that's more the case where you can sometimes only have the ball once in one half. But you get the point that I'm trying to make is that
I got you.
You know, you're on a pitch count essentially.
I got you.
If you're going Iron Man and 4-man.
So I'm gonna take skirt. I'm gonna take myself in that. So I like me.
To the other side of the bracket.
Ball Hawks
is Alex and them, right?
I think so.
I got Show Me.
I got Show Me too.
Yeah, I like
purely because of Mason.
I was about to say I played with Mason last night. Love playing with Mason.
I think their record has them at the 18 slot. I don't think their play has them actually at the 18 slot.
Which is just odd. Like the fact that they're down that low is kind of crazy though, because playing with Mason like in 4-man, I think they've played
a pretty tough schedule. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that had to have been the case because I know from my experience playing with Mason, I think that he plays better in 4-man than he does in 5-man.
True.
So
okay.
You know, but I'm taking Show Me there. I'm taking Bomb Squad over Game Over. Because Game Over, sorry, no disrespect, but I've never had a reason to believe. You know?
I think that
I just like it's been the same since it started.
As long as everything goes according to plan, I like Bomb Squad.
But granted, I haven't seen Game Over this season.
But Bomb Squad is a ticking time bomb. That if shit starts to go wrong, that shit will go left real quick. Yeah. So I don't know.
I can feel that.
So can we say this is a
good game?
A possible possible upset alert?
You know,
I'm gonna take Bomb Squad. I'm taking Bomb Squad.
Yeah, I mean,
purely off the fact that Rack's gonna be playing quarterback. I don't know.
Is Rack gonna be in North Carolina?
I think he might be going to North Carolina. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna take Game Over.
If Rack's not there, I'm taking Game Over.
I'm taking Game Over. Yeah. You got to call it right now. I'm taking Game Over.
I'm putting Rack's been going to tournaments, so I'm putting my money on Rack not being there, so I'm taking Game Over.
Okay, Game Over. Okay.
But
cool.
For the record, if Rack's there, he can make it happen, of course.
Okay.
And then, so assuming now on the left side that things go, I mean, TDR is going to beat ATA. We don't really need to.
Okay.
We don't really need to talk about that.
Okay.
Less to talk about now, because if that were to happen and ATA were to, I'm not even going to say it, you know, then we'll talk about that, you know.
I still like TDR.
Duh.
I like TDR.
Yeah. No, there's no type of
regardless of who's not there for TDR.
There's no money line I would bet on.
I like TDR.
There's no money line that I would bet on.
Against ATA?
To say that ATA would beat TDR.
You don't think they would cover a spread? If the spread for TDR versus ATA was, we're gonna say
18 points.
We're gonna say 18 and a half. 18 and a half.
They're gonna lose by 18 and a half, bro.
You wouldn't take that?
They're gonna lose by 18 and a half, bro. Without Zay, too. I
wanna 18 and a half. I think TDR goes up and then
TDR's beat the snot out of everybody.
You're right. You're right, but I'm saying
every game.
I think TDR goes up and then they just
if they get lax.
They go up and then they slow play and it's like we know we're gonna make the second round. We go up by 20 and we just play tit for tat scores.
This is all speculation and I can't disagree with that outlook on it. But if TDR doesn't if they play the way that they play, then it's just, like 3 touchdowns can happen in 5 minutes. Okay. So it's just like I'm not putting my money on them taking their foot off the gas more so than like that's just how the game is going to play out.
Okay.
You feel me?
I got you.
Because, I mean, it's going to rely on Fritz. You know what I mean? If Fritz gets in his head, TDR is going to eat him alive.
I got you. I got you.
You know, those are my guys. You know, that's why I took them over Anarchy. But, I mean, again, we played TDR in St. Pete, bro, and we played our best ball, and we still lost. You feel me? And so, just ATA's best ball. Yes, you're right. ATA's best ball, I would lose that spread bet, but I'm not without Zay being there, especially, and whoever else may not be there.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. Either way, that's a TDR dub.
Okay.
Flight Squad against B3 Vets. Man.
We played Martin and them this past weekend, right? Sunday in fours.
ATA almost beat Flight Squad this past weekend in fours, I heard.
Oh, I don't know. I just know Skirt Gon got smoked. Like smoked. Like the last video we did that of old girl on the sideline.
Like that?
Like it was worse than that. Like smoked. Killed. So
Be like that.
Martin in his bag in fours. I'm not gonna lie.
Is he?
Yes, he's in his. I give
give
credit what credit is due. Martin in fours is lethal.
That extra space.
Yes.
That extra space, no one in the middle to help.
Yes.
If he can run when he chooses a side to run to on the activate and all that.
It's lethal.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I like Flight Squad. I like Flight Squad in that matchup.
Yeah, I mean, that was going to be my pick.
Yeah.
Regardless, B3 has been playing well, like just from my own knowledge. There's, like I said, I haven't been there much this season to like speak on recent history, but they've been steady on the up.
Yeah.
So, because they lost to you guys in the B championship last season in 5-man, correct?
Yep.
You know, so which was impressive to me that they got there, because I'm pretty sure that was their first season.
No, I think they've been there before. Maybe second or third.
I think it was their second. No, it had to have been their second.
Well, I know their first season they went to. I want to say their first season they won C championship. I want to say.
Actually, I think you're right about that.
Because I want to say they won. I think
they
did.
The point proven though is that they
ascension,
are they are on the rise. They are getting it together. They have a good batch of guys, but you know, Flight Squad, man, like just on paper, of course, on any given Sunday, you know, anything can happen. But we're speaking on paper here and just off of our own gut. So, and now we got you guys moving up against Goat Watch. This is in 4-man. Y'all are gonna have to play some good ball, man.
Again. This is the reason why I'm gonna be realistic. I would expect Goat Watch to come with all of their bodies, and because majority of our bodies are gonna be in North Carolina, we would be well spent after playing a Zalando team. So I would say, loving myself, of course I'm gonna pick myself, but being realistic, I would expect Goat Watch to systematically like beat us in that game because of how tired and run us ragged or whatever.
But like I said, if you guys are more than, because we've beaten Goat Watch before, so you're more than capable of beating them. But to our points that we were speaking on earlier about you guys going Iron Man and not having all your guys, you guys I think do have to play to a higher level than you would have to on a normal day,
of course,
because of the given circumstances and given the fact that Goat Watch will be there and 4-man is their format. Like, you know, they're a good 5-man team as well, but 4-man is where Goat Watch
makes their money.
Yes, you know, they go to 4-man expecting to win. You know, they're the type of team they expect to win every time they go anywhere, but I expect them to win every 4-man division that I'm not a part of. Because they're not beating, you know, we're finna beat y'all. Yeah. But, so, got a lot of respect for Goat Watch. Y'all have the potential to beat them, but given your circumstances, I got to take Goat Watch in that one. But if you guys pull that out, that is going to be a crazy win for you guys. Going to be a crazy win, but I got to pay attention to the books here. And then, so we have Straw Hats against Karma. Straw Hats have been...
I'm gonna say this. I think that's a upset waiting to happen.
So were Straw Hats just hot throughout the season?
No, Straw Hats is a good team. They're a very good team.
I haven't got to see them play yet.
But I've played with people from Karma, and if Karma like is on that day and their quarterback is on that day, Karma could win that game. I like Straw Hats, but that's one of those. That's like a trap game to me. That's a trap game to me, to be honest with you. Especially that early in the morning.
Especially if Donald is healthy, too, because I know he's dealing with a couple of things.
So early in the morning,
Donald's healthy,
both of them have to travel to come there.
Facts.
So that could be a possible trap game. Not going to lie.
I like it. I like that game.
Very trap game.
I haven't seen either of them play this season, so I really don't have much input. And Karma's a different team now than when I played them before.
Okay.
So, because they had Big Mike, and they had a bunch of different guys. But Big Jody was playing with them.
Yep.
So, yeah, they were a different team because we played them when we were back in the Joker days. That's the last time I played Karma. So, completely different team now, and, you know, everyone's improved their game because everyone's been grinding. So, You know, I'm gonna take an upset here with Karma.
Okay.
I'm gonna take an upset here with Karma because Straw Hats they were hot and they have lost now. They lost 2 games in a row, was it? Or they lost?
I don't know. I know
because they're 8-2 now, right? They lost 2 games. I'm pretty sure. We'll have to check the
well, I know
actual
before.
records.
I know they are one of those teams that come and they play 5 games. So I know before last week they were 4-1, and then I'm pretty sure if they're 8-2, they went 4-1 this past weekend. So they haven't lost 2 straight, but each time they've come out, they've lost.
That's why I think 2 straight then, because both times, No, but definitely got a solid team. Shouts out to Malik. Out there rocking it. Shouts out to Donnie. All them doing their thing. That's going to be a great game. So now to the other side. So that'd be Show Me and 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙎. Ooh.
Upset alert. Upset alert. Upset alert.
That's going to be a good game.
Upset alert. Upset alert. If the individuals,
that's going to be a shootout.
If the individuals that we know Show Me shows up, Show Me could win that game. If the weapons that Mason has show up to that game, Mason can find a way to win that game at quarterback.
It's going to be a shootout.
Yeah. I don't expect it not to be a shootout.
I have no idea who's going to win that game.
But I would betting money says put the money on the MVP and 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙎 and BJ getting the job done.
That's what, on paper.
Friendship in seeing and watching Show Me play says Mason will get it done.
So basically you're saying Show Me's floor is lower than 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙎's, but their ceiling is high enough to get the job done.
Yes.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Because the pieces that Show Me has, Show Me can get the job done. If Darius shows up, if
they gotta play some defense, bro. Because the thing
they do have to play. I do agree with that. They do have to play defense. That's the other part of it.
𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙎 is gonna score, so it's really gonna come down to Mason.
But this is the thing.
It's gonna come down to Mason.
The question I would say is when 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙎 doesn't score, if their offense is slow, do they start imploding on each other?
That's the only thing that I think will really. That's what Show Me needs.
So that's where I
think Show Me needs.
Show Me has enough togetherness to not implode on each other.
Because they don't do that. Because they don't implode. And 𝙃𝙃𝙎𝙎 has a very interesting dynamic where they do that.
But
in what seems like an unhealthy fashion, but they have that kind of chemistry with each other where
that they know how to get each other right.
Yeah, and they get hype on the field, they get at each other's necks, and then they get right in their personal time as people, as they do, you know what I'm saying? And it works for them, obviously being number 2 and undefeated in 4-man. So, it's just that's one of them teams you don't talk to.
Because they'll talk you out your game.
You don't talk to them.
Yep.
Because they'll talk themselves out of their game.
Yeah.
So that's what with No Mercy, we was really not chirping with them too much.
Yeah.
And then when they started arguing with each other, they turned up. So it's a flip of a coin when they turn up on each other. Is that going to make them better, or is it going to make them worse?
Yeah.
So I think that is going to be the key to that game. So on paper, I'm going 𝙃𝙃𝙎𝙎. Like you were saying, the friendly part, if the money line is right, you know what I'm saying? For if I throw in $50 and I can score 5 racks or something like that, you know what I'm saying? I'll throw a little $50 on Show Me, but I'm not betting the house on it because I believe 𝙃𝙃𝙎𝙎 is going to win. Because I think Show Me still has to play great, and 𝙃𝙃𝙎𝙎 only really has to play good.
Okay, I can respect that.
I
can respect
that. Because they got it 𝙃𝙃𝙎𝙎's got it like that down the board.
I can respect that.
You know what I mean? Where they will systematically pick you apart in the sense of, with No Mercy, it's you not working at quarterback. BJ stepped up and is I'm going to take the team and take quarterback. And he went and drove them down the field and put them within a 1 play away from beating us when it looked like we was finna smoke them.
Yeah.
Now, if Mason is off his game, they don't have a B plan. They don't have a, you know what I mean? So I just think the diversity of 𝙃𝙃𝙎𝙎 at their positions and the athletes they have from top to bottom, I think that's really their worst enemy is themselves. So once again, just on paper, I'm taking 𝙃𝙃𝙎𝙎.
Okay. Outlaws and Nightmares. I'm gonna take Outlaws.
Yeah,
because, and this is why.
Remind me,
because
Jack and Jo play with Outlaws
Jack and Jo
right?
play with Outlaws 4-man, but the other
Nightmares has Taylor and
not gonna be there.
Oh yeah, no.
They have a lot of the Rocky Top people,
give
but
me
Rocky
Outlaws.
Top is going to
give me Outlaws.
Rocky Top is going to Carolina for Jason's tournament.
Sorry, Nightmares.
So,
my
Outlaws.
dogs. Shouts out to the Toolies.
So Outlaws. I'm
taking Outlaws there. That sucks to not have Taylor there because like one, it's playoffs.
They were
now.
in the championship last year.
Yeah,
I think. Were they in the championship?
I think it was the 4-man ship against the Blazers, right?
They were. Yep.
Yeah, when Liam killed Buddy. I'm not gonna say his name. Respect to you.
Yeah. So.
But
So that's pretty solid.
then we got Bomb Squad against Mafia. Mafia's been playing really well.
I'm gonna take Mafia.
I'm taking Mafia there.
Mafia's a solid squad.
Yeah, I like Mafia. Shouts out Reagan, Dez, Gordo. Shouts out all y'all boys out there. Y'all been playing really well. Blazers and Venom.
I'm gonna take Blazers.
Taking Blazers. Venom, y'all my boys. Blazers, y'all my boys.
So I'm gonna take Blazers.
But I'm taking Blazers.
I mean, they're the reigning champs. So
that's just you can't bet. You
gotta.
And I really like Connor's game.
You gotta take him until you can't take him.
And I like Connor's game, bro. I like Connor's game. I've never seen Connor out of character.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even when I don't think I've really seen Connor get blown out before. Not like just off of fresh memory. I'm sure if I go back in my videos, I'll find a game where they lost handily, but I haven't seen him get uncharacteristic. You know what I mean? So even in co-ed, good co-ed quarterback. Shouts out to FTA. Fun team to play. All right, so now we down to the next line of the bracket.
So we have TDR and Flight Squad.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Juice.
I'm gonna take
Juice.
I'm gonna take TDR, but not by a lot.
I'm taking TDR too, not by a lot.
I do think.
I think it's gonna come down to extra points.
So this is what I will say. I will say this. I think it comes down to extra points, but I think at any point Flight Squad finds a way to be up by. And when I say up, I mean up by at least a touchdown. And I'm not talking about, they're up 7-0 at the beginning of the game because they got the ball first.
I'm talking about in the second half.
I'm talking about in the exchange of possessions that Flight Squad is up 7-0. I'm going to say I like Martin to close that out, to find a way to close the game out on top.
You know, I want to agree with that so much, but I've filmed Martin now in like 4 championships against TDR.
Okay.
And he has folded every time. And he has been up every time. And he has had the ball with a chance to put the game away.
Every time?
Every time.
Okay.
Except, no, I misspeak. In 7-man, he did drive them down the field.
Okay.
And they did go up. And remember, I think I explained this to you. I believe, and I was talking with Dread Gods, we believe that they should have went onside in 7-man because it was under a minute.
Okay.
Or like under 2 minutes. Not a lot of time left. We believe they should have went onside because if you don't get it, you give KOF the ball. Right. And they score quick, and you put the ball back in your offense's hands to go win the game.
Well, if KOF goes onside, then what do you do?
You got to stop that still.
Okay.
But then they give you the ball to go win.
I got you. Yeah,
20.
I got you.
You know what I mean? So, but they chose to give KOF the ball instead of going onside.
Okay.
KOF took
drove
the entire minute off the clock and won with 4 seconds. They gave Martin and them the ball back with 4 seconds left. Game was over.
Damn.
So, you know, to your point, it has to go that way, I think, for Flight Squad to win.
Okay.
Because anytime the ball has been in TDR's court against Martin, they've won every time. Every time I've seen it, and so it's like as much as I like an underdog, and I'm like, yeah, I believe the little guy's gonna win. You feel me? But it just hasn't happened yet. I haven't seen it yet against them. Against other teams, seen it time and time again. You know what I'm saying? But it's a big hump that Martin has to get over.
So why not? Why not Sunday? Why not get over that hump Sunday, Martin?
Why not, Martin?
So I'm gonna say this. What I'm.
Are you doing it?
I'm gonna do it.
Pushing the button.
I'm gonna do it.
You pushing the button.
I'm gonna take Flight Squad.
All right.
I'm gonna take Flight.
I'm gonna keep it spicy. And
I'm gonna take Flight.
TDR.
I'm gonna take Flight to get to the semifinal.
All right. I'm gonna keep it spicy, and we'll go TDR.
Because this is what I will say. Looking at the time frames, right? Flight Squad plays before TDR, right? They've played each other, granted, all that stuff like that, right? They played each other.
Yeah.
So it's not much. It's a scouting report, but it's not really a scouting report.
I think
Flight, even though I think Flight, going back on what we were saying earlier, I think Flight gets B3 out the way early.
Yeah.
To be able to chill, rest, and go watch TDR play. To try and come up with a solid game plan. So I'm gonna take Flight. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take Flight.
I like it.
Final answer.
I like
Flight.
it. And like I said, we're keeping it spicy here. I got TDR. That's a big matchup. Going to be a great game. And then I chose Karma, and you chose Straw Hats, correct?
No, I took Karma.
Oh,
I think Karma can take them.
We both took Karma?
I think Karma.
So we got Karma against Goat Watch. I'm taking Goat Watch. I believe Goat Watch is going to go to the semis. And then, you know, of course, depending on how the semis play out, you know, I picked TDR to go the whole way to the championship. You know, spoiler alert. You know, I don't know if you could already catch my vibes there, but until proven otherwise, I just don't think.
I do. I mean, I think the winner of the top bracket
is going to go to the championship.
Is representing that side for the championship.
Yeah, 100%. Now, this the right side of the bracket here is actually a lot more intriguing, with Blazers being at the bottom and Shada Gang being at the top, because you could see, and then Mafia as well, because I just see Shada Gang or Show Me coming out of, I don't know, actually. If Show Me can beat Shada Gang, that's gonna be a good semifinals, man, because they're gonna be juiced up.
I think they're
gonna be juiced up, man.
Yes. However, I think if Outlaws has everybody that's normally on their 4-man team playing, Outlaws can get to the semifinal.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, on their 4-man team, they have Jack, J.O., Tone, TB, Jamie, Big Jamie. They have, I want to say they have the other J.O. too.
Yeah. Shirtless J.O.
Yeah, shirtless J.O.
Shirtless J.O.
Then they also have, I always forget his name, young kid, but I played with him before on Cash Money. But they have pieces. So Outlaws is a sneaky play.
That's gonna be a good one, man.
So I think
that's gonna be good.
I think the top bracket.
I think the
right side of the bracket has
the right side.
I think the right side of the bracket has more intrigue than the left side has. Yeah. It's not as straightforward.
The left side is the easy side.
I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's not as straightforward.
Man. I mean,
because it's like,
you could look at these games.
But you kind of already knew on the left side it was going to come down between either TDR or Flight Squad.
So but on the right side, bro, it's between Blazers, Mafia, Outlaws, Show Me, and Shada.
Yeah, I can respect that. Yeah,
with Show Me being at the bottom of that five, but we believe, like, if Show Me, they have the lowest floor, but they have an equal ceiling.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it really just comes down to experience, which is what a team like Outlaws has. You know, with Jack, J.O., they have a bunch of guys that just know what to do in all these situations via experience. Blazers with the chemistry, they've played together for so long.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Mafia, they've been hot. You know, I don't know how long they've been playing together, but I'm a fan, you know, and like I said, they're hot right now. Yeah. So, you know, just on paper, what these other teams kind of have is the longevity over Show Me. You know what I mean? Which is why I personally put them at the bottom of the pecking order and do say that their floor is lower. So, with that being said, though, I did have Shada Gang coming out, and so it would be Shada Gang versus Outlaws.
Okay. So, in that matchup, who do you have? Because in that matchup, I would give it to Shada Gang. I think if Shada Gang faces Outlaws, Shada Gang wins. But I think if Show Me faces Outlaws, Outlaws wins. If everybody shows up that is supposed to show up for all three of those teams.
I want to answer this before getting your insight. I don't want it influencing me. So
for those three teams, Shada Gang, Outlaws, and Show Me, if everybody that is supposed to show up for the teams that we've seen collectively throughout the Supreme season play on those teams shows up, if it's Shada Gang and Outlaws, I like Shada Gang. But if it's Show Me and Outlaws, I like Outlaws.
I don't know who's on Outlaws defense. That's a big deal. Because I think I would agree with that for the fact that I know Outlaws can score. with the like offensively what the names that we've said, but I just don't know who their defense is to say that they would be able to stop 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀 like that, because 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀 won, like we've already spoken.
So that's why I said if 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀 play Outlaws, I would like 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀.
I think 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀, and then 𝙃𝘼𝙉 playing Outlaws. Yeah, I think the experience will show there once again. 𝙃𝘼𝙉 has to play their best ball through this whole bracket. It just doesn't matter. They can't settle for anything less than the best of them, because even then they can still lose. Because if 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀 plays their best, they're gonna beat them. If Outlaws plays their best, they're gonna beat them. You know, just because it comes down to the experience, the chemistry. You know what I mean, and just the situational football. They're gonna manage the clock maybe, or the little decisions, the intricacies of flag football.
Yeah.
And so 𝙃𝘼𝙉, you just got to play your best ball, but I think Outlaws beat 𝙃𝘼𝙉, and I think 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀 beats Outlaws. But that's if they all play their best ball.
Yeah.
This if they all play their best ball. Because Outlaws, yes, they can score on 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀, but without me knowing who's on their defense, I can't confidently just be like, oh, they're gonna stop 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀, because 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀 is effective in 5-man. So in 4-man, they're 10-0. I mean, they got the MVP. So
yeah,
it's hard for me to say no one's been able to stop them. So how can you say that Outlaws is going to be a difference? And I know that 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀 has a defense that's capable of stopping people. So yeah, I'll take 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀. I'll take it the same as you. 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀 over Outlaws over 𝙃𝘼𝙉, if that's the case. And then Blazers Mafia.
I think that's a closer game than what everybody expects. I like Blazers though.
I
don't want to get it confused. I like Blazers though, because they have experience and they're the reigning champs. And I like what they have.
You can't really bet against the reigning. You can't bet against the reigning champs. It's
so
kind of.
I like Blazers, but I think Mafia puts up a very good fight against Blazers. I don't know if they played each other during the season, but I like Blazers over Mafia in a closer game than what the.
That's gonna be crazy.
Crazy work, as McCoy once said.
Oh man.
So
hey, we'll just keep it spicy then. I'll go Mafia.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Of course, like, money goes to the defending champs here, but
Yeah.
I'll bet on the underdog here and try and win some cash.
Okay.
I'll try to win some cash here. This is one of those $50 bets that, you know what I'm saying, where it's not too crazy of it. You know, they're not too much. It's not so much of an underdog.
It's not too crazy to think it, but at the same time,
it's worth my $50. You know what I mean? So Mafia over Blazers. That's what I'll call. So then we would have on the other side, it would be TDR.
TDR Flight versus Goat Watch. I'm gonna take TDR or Flight over Goat Watch.
I think Flight Squad Goat Watch would be a better game. Like, it'd be a more entertaining game to watch.
Right.
Because I think TDR at this point.
Yeah, I think TDR
at this point in the day, they'll be on no games. You know what I mean? Time to go.
Because I think Flight Squad will put them on. I'm not gonna say we'll put them on notice, but I think that game would kind of like wake them up.
They know what type of time it is. They know what they cannot. They can't play around with Martin anymore, because like he's been on them. Yeah. You know, like I told you before, he just can't close it out. So as soon as they leave that door open, it's gonna happen. So you know, they're gonna be ready for it. And you know, Martin, Theo, Langston, if you there, all you guys on Flight Squad, y'all come prepared, man. So show everybody that y'all are the next ones up, man, and y'all deserve that chance because y'all have been there.
So I think on the opposite side, I like Blazers against whoever.
So you like Blazers over 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀?
I like Blazers over 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀, Outlaws, and 𝙃𝘼𝙉𝙀. Whoever would make it from that. I like Blazers over all of them. I like the Blazers to get back to the championship, but to lose to whoever's on the other side.
I don't know.
I
don't know if Blazers. I don't think Blazers can beat 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀, man.
Really?
I think they can, but I don't. Yeah, that can word, it was the wrong word to use, because they definitely can any given Sunday.
I think the Blazers will win that game.
But man, I just have a lot of respect for the athletes on 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀.
I do too.
Just down the board.
But so with 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀𝙀, it's gonna still come down to
their emotions.
To them possibly imploding.
Yeah.
That I feel like for Blazers, give Blazers as an example. I feel like Blazers is the type of team, they get down 2 touchdowns a shot a game, Blazers has enough resolve to keep their shit together to come back.
Yeah, I feel that.
Shot a game gets down against Blazers 2 touchdowns.
They
will fucking, I feel like they will fucking implode. Personally speaking, I think they're going to fucking implode and start pointing fingers and blaming each other. And you know, Blazers have got nothing but talkers on their side, so they're gonna join in on the fun.
mean, Liam gonna do enough. Yeah, Liam gonna do enough talking for all, and you know, if Mook out there too.
Liam, if Mook play, Lamar, if they're gonna be talking enough.
Yeah, dog, that's gonna be a good one, bro. I'm gonna agree with you actually.
So
I agree with you actually. I think it's like a 60-40 thing on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For the reason you said, it's the keeping the cool aspect, at least from it comes down to Connor. Connor's going to stay level regardless, right? And with 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙎 gang, their quarterbacks are part of the people who get into the jibber jabber, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which, if Blazers capitalizes on that emotional side of the game, it's going to mess up their whole offense versus, like I said, it's not going to mess with Connor because Connor's level the whole time. So he's going to operate, you know, at least offensively. Now, defense, Blazers, I just think everyone has to play up to 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙎 because, like I said, their offense and the 4-man is dynamic. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's what it comes down to, which is why I've been picking 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀𝙀 throughout, is because you got to stop them. And I know that they have the potential to stop you. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just off of athleticism. That's why they're 10-0. It's the same with TDR. Like, it doesn't matter who they got there. Their athleticism is all at a level, and their chemistry is all at a level where it just flows. You know what I mean? So 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀𝙀 kind of earned that baseline respect there, and Blazers already having my respect there.
Yeah.
It really comes down to what we've been speaking on with 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀𝙀 the whole time. It's just,
as long as they don't implode, they can explode. So,
trademark.
So yeah, so
I like it.
I feel like whoever comes out the right side of the bracket is gonna lose to the left side of the bracket. Personally speaking.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀𝙀 versus TDR because I think that game would just be more entertaining as far as like the trash talk.
Oh yeah,
that energy would be.
Of course,
the energy would be immaculate. Not that it wouldn't be with Blazers TDR, but like we've been saying this whole episode, 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀𝙀 is on a different level when it comes to the intensity, and TDR will match that if they're being spoken to like that. You know what I'm saying? Or if they hear you talking out of line, they're going to put you in check. You know what I'm saying? So 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀𝙀 is going to get rowdy, TDR is going to match that, and vice versa. TDR get rowdy, 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀𝙀 going to match that. And so on paper and from an entertaining standpoint, like which one would I rather have the camera on? I would rather have my camera on TDR 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀𝙀 in the championship, but I did pick Blazers to just beat 𝙃𝙃𝙀𝙀𝙀, so that would be who goes to the championship. And we both got TDR in that game. So
yeah,
that's really,
so I think
it's kind of just straightforward there. Just, you know, we don't know who's all going to be there for who. So this, you know, these opinions, that's all they are. Of course, at this point is opinions, because, you know, one player missing from a team that at a core position
could change a lot of things.
Can change a lot of things, you know. So, you know, and that's what separates like the outcomes for 80% of these teams. The other 20% are these teams that we're speaking on that have such good chemistry and experience with each other that they can just plug and play. But, you know, for the other 80%, that's not feasible. You know, you kind of do need to have your guys there for these playoffs. So that's why it's the #1 league in the nation. You
Big
know,
moments.
You know, it's not, you can't slack, man. You can't just be like, oh yeah, you know, it's another Sunday, just go out there and slack off. You're gonna get smoked. You're gonna get slapped. I'm telling you. So yeah, man, that's what we got. That's what we got. Let us know how you feel. If you agree, if you disagree, thoughts, concerns. Can't really change our mind now. It's written in stone. So that's what we claim. We'll have our little markdowns of you know, our little play bets that we have with you know, keeping it spicy. What did we have? I picked Goat Watch over y'all, but we kind of had that, you know, that understanding of your guys' circumstances. Who was the upsets that we talked about? Freaking Karma over Straw Hats.
Yeah, Karma over
Straw Hats.
Game over Bond Squad.
Game over Bond Squad. Show me over Shada.
So that could be. Those are. I feel like those are some good possible upset alerts.
Yeah, I think I called Shada Gang against Show Me there, but like I said,
I do feel like I would say
Show Me.
I would say Show Me is probably the one team that's probably lowly ranked.
If there's a real sleeper team,
it's probably Show Me.
Yeah, if there's a real sleeper team out of all of these teams here,
it's probably Show Me.
It's Show Me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, after that, I'd probably say, I want to say Karma after that, but like I said, they're just a different team than what I know.
I would say the other sleeper team is Straw Hats.
You can't really
because you don't know.
Yeah, because it's just their first season.
The first
so
time so it's like you don't really know what to expect.
Agreed. It's just since they're number 5, you can't you can't really call them a sleeper since they're there. You know what I mean? But I agree. If you're looking at Supreme history, you're looking at where did Straw Hats come from?
Yeah.
So much respect to them. So yeah, we can kick it over to the game review now.
Yo, they are selling right now. Oh.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Oh, let's go.
I knew it was coming.
Let's go.
Is it
halftime? Is that how we went to halftime?
That's how they went to half. That's what must have been why they heaved it to the end zone.
I heard him.
Okay.
You're big dog, girl. Don't
yeah.
be talking.
Talk to him.